is the story of the magical night that a tiny sea turtle named Luna discovered a secret part of the ocean where all of the sea creatures come to dream. One night, not long ago, in the coral reef far, far away, there lived a tiny green sea turtle. Her name was Luna, and she loved exploring the colorful coral during the day with her friends, the clownfish. But as soon as the sun went down, she would tuck herself into her cozy shell and fall fast asleep. But one night, while the rest of the world was fast asleep, Luna woke up. She uncurled from her little ball and poked her head out of her shell. It was so quiet, and when she looked up above her, she saw something magical. As the moonlight shone through the water, it lit up millions of tiny sparkling stars in the sky. For the first time, Luna realized she could see the stars from underwater. The sight took her breath away, so she did something brave. She swam up out of her shell and toward the surface. As she swam up, the darkness around her turned into deep indigo, then navy, then black. And finally, she was close enough to the surface to see the twinkling stars reflected in the moonlit waves above her. They were even more beautiful from here, and they twinkled back at her as if they were dancing just for her. "Oh, wow!" whispered Luna. "The stars are dancing tonight. I wish I could join them." Suddenly, something small brushed against her shell. Startled, Luna spun around to find a trail of sparkling bubbles floating above her. As she watched, the bubbles floated up toward the surface and popped one by one, leaving behind trails of silver light that sparkled and swirled around her. "Hello, little turtle," said a sweet voice. "Are you looking for something?" Startled again, Luna spun around to see who was there, and that's when she met Stella the starfish. Stella had 5 shimmering points that looked like shooting stars, and her skin glowed with a silvery light. "Oh, hello," said Luna shyly. "I'm Stella the starfish." "And you?" "I'm Luna the sea turtle," she replied. "And I'm looking for an adventure," said Luna. "An adventure," repeated Stella. "Well, you've come to the right place. I know exactly what you need." Then Stella the starfish beckoned with a wiggle of her first point, and said, "Follow the trail of bubbles." Hesitantly, Luna followed the trail of bubbles up. She passed sleeping dolphins with their snouts resting on each other's tails, glowing plankton that twinkled like tiny lights, and seahorses that swayed side to side in a silent dance. Higher and higher she swam until she reached the surface. Then she popped out of the water to take a big deep breath of fresh air. And that's when she saw it. Above her, the sky was filled with millions of dancing stars. Glancing back down into the ocean, she noticed that the water had become still and silent. All the playful fish and curious crabs had gone back to sleep, and only Stella was awake to watch her. "What now?" asked Luna. Stella smiled. "Now, my little turtle friend, you're about to discover the most magical place in the whole ocean." With another flick of her tail, she disappeared below the surface. And Luna, feeling both scared and excited, dove in after her. Together, they swam deeper and deeper down. And soon the darkness around them grew deeper too, until it was almost black. And just when Luna thought she couldn't see any deeper, Stella suddenly stopped. She stretched out one of her points and touched something hidden in the darkness. Then she wiggled it gently, and a shower of bubbles spilled out from behind her, lighting up the water with silver sparks. "Wow!" whispered Luna. "It's like a dream." "Shh," Stella placed a finger over her mouth. "You'll wake everyone up." She gestured with her other 4 points for Luna to follow her deeper into the bubbles. And once inside, the two friends swam into a world unlike any other. Glowing plants and flowers swayed in the current, and friendly-looking sea creatures of all shapes and sizes slept soundly among them. Bioluminescent jellyfish floated overhead like sparkling lanterns, and tiny schools of fish nestled together, each one glowing with a different color. In the distance, a wise octopus dozed in his den, surrounded by sparkling jewels and shimmering shells. A family of shy seahorses clung to a coral tree, and a grumpy-looking pufferfish was fast asleep, curled up in a ball. Everywhere Luna looked, she saw wonders that she had never seen before. This place was truly magical. "What is this place?" she whispered. "Why, this, my little turtle friend, is a midnight garden," said Stella proudly. "A place where all the sea creatures come to dream." Just then, the wise octopus slowly uncurled one of his tentacles and waved it in greeting. "Welcome, Luna," he boomed in a voice like rolling thunder. "You've found the Midnight Garden, the most magical place in the ocean, where dreams really do come true." Overjoyed, Luna swam in wide circles. She waved her flippers, blew bubbles and splashed her tail, all while laughing with delight. Then she looked over at Stella and asked, "Thank you so much for showing me this amazing place. But how do we get back to the surface?" "Oh, don't worry your pretty little head about that," said Stella with a wink. "Close your eyes, think of a fun underwater adventure, and dream, my little turtle friend. Dream." Confused but trusting, Luna curled up into a tight ball and closed her eyes. She thought about swimming with dolphins, exploring sunken treasure chests and playing hide and seek with the colorful fish. And then, before she knew it, she fell fast asleep. As she slept, she dreamed she was soaring through the water faster than she ever had before. She dreamed she was gliding through fields of seagrass taller than her house. She dreamed she was sliding down rainbows and flying through sparkling waterfalls. She dreamed she was braver than she ever had been, stronger than she ever had been, and kinder than she ever had been. Then, as the first rays of sunlight peeked over the horizon, she awoke to the sound of Stella's sweet voice. "Wake up, little turtle. It's time to go home." Blinking, Luna uncurled from her ball and yawned widely. Looking back at Stella, she whispered, "Thank you for everything." With a final wave of her shimmering points, Stella said, "Anytime, Luna. Just remember, even the tiniest turtle can have the biggest dreams." Taking one last look at the enchanting garden, Luna dove into the water and swam toward home. As she went, she passed the sleeping sea creatures and made mental notes to wake them up with a gentle nudge. She would wake the grumpy pufferfish so they could play, the shy seahorses so they could explore, and the wise octopus so he could tell them stories of the ancient deep. Then, remembering the dolphins, she raced to the surface and poked her head out of the water. Breathless, she looked back at the midnight garden and smiled. It was going to be a great day. The end.